Well, unfortunately, as listeners can obviously ascertain, she is no longer here, and
Yep.
that really has to go with the way in which we shut down. She didn't get the health care that she needed during the pandemic because they thought she had COVID. She tested negative twice, and despite that, they still thought she had COVID, and so they wouldn't see her in person, and you can't diagnose pneumonia or a blood infection over a virtual visit. Ended up being hospitalized 21 days at the University of Colorado Hospital up in Denver. I was never once allowed in until she had passed. And so since then, I've created a nonprofit called the Never Alone Project, all with the goal
Nice.
of trying to raise awareness about this issue, about patients being forced to recover alone. Because, I mean, Dr. Gladden, you know as much as anyone else the stats of having a loved one
Yep.
there and not having a loved one there.
It's
Whether
massive.
it's whether it's the studies or even just anecdotally seeing it during your years as a cardiologist, patients that had a loved one there, had family that was just covered and just lots of love and attention and affection, and those that didn't and were in that hospital room alone as they recovered.
Yeah. No, it's night and day, quite honestly. I mean, it factors into the person's psyche, their depression, their hope, their sense of still being loved, still being connected. It's a sense of identity that's reinforced even when they're not themselves, so to speak. I mean, there's just so much that happens there. And then once the psyche is engaged in a positive direction, it has such a massive impact. When it's engaged in a negative direction or a non-direction, I mean, it's like being left adrift out in the ocean somehow, hoping you make it to shore. I mean, it's really quite sad and quite traumatic. So no doubt about it.